Today I would like to talk with you about this beautiful flower, forget-me-nots. It's unique with its beautiful light blue color petals, and inside this flower it's like a little sunshine, little yellow stars. They have distinct colors, they have a little light aroma. And if you translate from Latin, that name of this flower will translate as the mice ears. And if you touch little leaves, they feel very kind of fuzzy, warm, just like the little ears of a little mouse. So they're, and before they open up, they kind of curled up the leaves, and it really reminds of those little mice ears. This flower is unique, and not in its own beauty, but also it has healing properties. It's been used for centuries, even in ancient medicine, for healing, and especially for people who got fever, serious coughs. This kind of small little flower has this very potent, strong, unique abilities. Of course, as in any beautiful and unique flower, forget-me-nots kind of has grown with lots of legends how it got its name. Most popular is that the angel was flying above the earth, and he was throwing the seeds of forget-me-nots, that the people, when they look at them, they will be reminded of the life after death, of heaven, paradise. So that's one of the version. Another version, that the goddess, when she came on planet Earth, and she was giving the names for all the creatures, the flowers and animals, and she was giving away the names, and as she was walking away, a tiny flower came and said, "Please don't forget about me." And then she turned around and she named this flower Forget-me-not, so nobody will forget. There are lots of legends about love and strong relationship and remembrance. Used to be when people were getting separated, if the man would go overseas or will go to another village or city to get a job, his beloved girl will give him flowers of forget-me-nots, or he will give hers, so they will remember each other. So when they will look at the flowers, they will remember each other. So forget-me-nots, they are also just like roses or the marguerites. There's a strong magic of love kind of hiding inside these wonderful flowers. And today we're going to talk a little bit more about the healing properties. Basically, you could use the whole flower. If you take the roots, you could make like a strong tea out of it, and rinse off your eyes, so it helps with eyes, when it gets infected, so it helps with inflammation of your eyes. Then people who got a really strong cough, start losing weight, have feverish condition for days and it wouldn't go away, have heavy sweats, people been using syrups or again strong teas from forget-me-nots, but the most important is the syrup out of the plant, and then you just take it and internally, and that helps with inflammation. It's a strong expectorant, and also it's hemostatic, so it restores your blood, helps with coughs and helps with inflammations. And many people use it topically when you have eczema, itching, and other conditions of the skin. So you could make like what I call bath, right? So you make a type of tea and put your hand in that water, or you can put on top cotton ball and put it around, let it sit for a while, and replace it again. So that helps this wonderful healing property of your skin. Also, it's almost, if you taste raw, it tastes a little bit like it tastes like plankton. You know, this leaves grow usually along the road, helps with stop bleeding when you cut yourself. Anyway, forget-me-nots has this very similar flavor, and if you kind of hurt yourself, if you burned yourself, you could extract juice out of this plant and just put topically, and it helps to heal as well your wounds, for example, from cutting or from if you hit yourself and with burns. It's an edible plant, so you could decorate your favorite dish, maybe desserts, with flowers. Also, you could add this flower in your salad. So it has, if you want, just for preventative reason, just add to your diet. So it's very mild and doesn't have any bitterness or any, like, for example, dandelion leaf, right, has this bitterness. So this is very neutral and mild flavor. Also, this plant, forget-me-nots, called as scorpion's grass, and the property of another property of this plant has unique ability to kind of neutralize bites from venomous snakes and even scorpions. That's why it was called scorpion's grass. So this is amazing, unique plant. I hope you will consider this plant to not just as a most beautiful properties of this plant, but also as a healing properties. I want to share with you. The other day I collected quite a bit of flowers of this plant, and I've been using 1 part of flowers and 2 parts of fresh, clean water. Then I kind of brought to boil my flowers with water and let it kind of steam it through, boil on like a low temperature until the water reduced in half. After that, I sifted through, just try to extract as much liquid from the already boiled flowers. And while the liquid was still nice and hot, I add about, to this amount, I add about teaspoon, maybe even tablespoon of lemon juice to preserve it, and 1 tablespoon of raw honey. Just mixed it up, and that's it. And if you taste it, it's really tastes like one of those homeopathic syrups. So maybe somebody been using the forget-me-nots in those syrups, but in any case, it's easily made. Keep it in refrigerator since it has not so much sugar in there. You could increase, you could instead of honey use the sugar, so make it a really strong syrup, and then it could stay outside for a while, you know, until you open it up. And then after you open, of course, anything syrups and other things, better keep it cold in refrigerator. So this is a nice coughing syrup you could make. You could just extract juice from a whole plant, and then you could cook it and add the honey or any other sugar substance if you don't want sugar, maybe stevia, so if you don't want to use a regular cane sugar. and make yourself a nice coughing syrup. So when the cold season comes, you could just take some of your syrup in a daily basis until it goes completely away. Of course, if you are pregnant, nursing, so better consult your doctor if you should try that, or if you have any other health conditions. But as I mentioned, it's pretty mild and works really well for your lungs health, for inflammation, and for your blood restore. Again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.